today. From the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the New Orleans Saints taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018 in his third season in the NFL. It's Baker Mayfield.
Is it okay if I give him a few props right here? Do you mind?
I think he's earned it. Go ahead.
Okay, how about a guy who was a 2-time walk-on, who later became a 2-time Big 12 Player of the Year, has the most touchdown passes in Big 12 history with 129, a Heisman Trophy into his credit, and took his team to the college football playoff semifinal twice while at Oklahoma.
Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Mayfield looks to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's still at the 5. Now they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Well, don't adjust your sets at home. It may take a little while to get used to this, but here we go. For the first time in his post-Patriot life, Tom Brady takes the field as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer.
Well, he'll get his home debut next Sunday against Carolina, but Tom Brady's first game for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the road, and you know the eyes of the NFL are all locked in on this game, trying to get used to the sight of Tom Brady in a Buccaneers uniform, leading Tampa Bay, hopefully, to the playoffs.
On first down, Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman.
Freeman, the ball carrier.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. But the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady, and he finds Howard complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Again, it's Brady. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this one down near the 15. His 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though, 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll look to run with Freeman. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second down and goal. Brady, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
We remind you lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
A 7-yard loss.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll roll him out right. And that's caught by Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 35. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Well, that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Mayfield flushed out right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook, 52 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. That's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Buccaneers 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 1st and 10. Here's Brady. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete.
Brady's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
We'll drop this one down to Freeman. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Gay knocks this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where you see the final score there. Russell Wilson, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Jimmy Garoppolo has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. 24-21, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Sean Lattimore there defensively.
Now Brady. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Gain of 6. And a Buccaneer first down.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Third down. And 8 yards to go.
From the gun, Brady. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Well, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This one will sail out of bounds. Able to pin on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to. Like a good golfer can check it out.
Well, he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 30-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down, eluding the pressure right. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Mayfield escaping the pressure right. The 6. Doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash, dropped at the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense, and that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. To throw, Mayfield, and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down, sacked back at the 5-yard line. William Golston showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak, no running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara. His second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I liked a little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Buccaneers.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Nigel Brown flying in and laying the lumber defender defensively. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the two defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. That throw by Brady incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Oh, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield flush to his right. It's brought in by the tight end Cook. He'll go down the number for getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's caught at the 7. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. It's a jet sweep. Sanders. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
He was brought down.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now a toss, Kamara left side. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They run. It's Kamara. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Saints add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1, oh good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
He was looking for Gronk that time, and it's second down.
Malcolm Jenkins on the coverage.
Throwing again. Brady over the middle to Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun on third down, Brady. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Brady to throw for it on fourth down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. To throw again. Brady quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Brady now on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Nigel Bradham picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And he's going to go down again. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Brady now to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Saints, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.